Sorry. As a student of my school, I pledge to honor our age-old Indian culture and live according to it.
This is the correct length. Uniforms to your knees.
It shall be my constant endeavor to abide by the rules of my school.
So the film is called Girls Will Be Girls, and it is a story about a 16-year-old girl who is a senior at a very strict boarding school in India, and she's sort of like a top student, head prefect. And in this environment that forbids really any kind of dating, this top student, head prefect, Meera, falls in love with a student who's kind of new. He's like lived abroad, so he's a little bit worldly and thinks the school is kind of parochial. And so as she's, exploring this forbidden romance and experiencing a sexual awakening, her mother finds out about the relationship. And you might expect that she would be very strict Indian mom who forbids dating, but quite to the contrary, she says, I don't want you to hide things from me. I want to meet this boy, bring him home. And then she becomes somewhat friendly with him, creating complications for Meera.
It's different here, a lot of rules. What if we made a rule that we be honest with each other? No bullshit.
I did a couple of commercials, so they were like very short span of shoots, but the difference I had on this set was huge because the sets I was there before, I don't like to use this word, but they're very unkind. And you would hear people yelling because there's like time running out and yelling on people, get this, get that. So when I got on this set, I saw that no one's yelling at anyone. And it's not important to get this film finished, it's also important to take care of the people who are working on the film.
Mendel's first law of inheritance
is the law of dominance.
Correct.
He's a nice boy. He's very mature for his age.
Because we were telling a story about a young woman's sexuality, I wanted to surround her, to cocoon her, as it were, with as many women as we could on set. And so that is part one. And I think the other part as a director for me is to create an environment where actors feel safe to play. The script took many years to write, and so it was wordsmith. Every line of dialogue I really labored over. And yet, when I come to set, I do try to say, now let's discover this scene. And it also requires a certain type of actor because that puts some responsibility on the actor, actually. I think if you can plot each thing out, then you can feel safe. But I think what that takes away is a kind of aliveness, Because human beings are so complicated and odd. If you're angry, you might laugh, And you can't plan that. Even the best actors can't plan that. So to kind of create a sense of what you feel is true, because what I'm looking for is truth.
She's trying so hard to be a good mom.
You seem to know a lot about her. In sets before, there's this thing called one-take actor. So what happens is if the camera is rolling and in the first shot you get it right, you call a one-take actor. But when I got on this set, I realized that for one shot, maybe we are going for like 13 takes. But in a good way, because I felt that it's like 13 different perspectives on one shot, and it's not like I'm doing bad, but it's like I'm finding new things out with her. So I just got rid of that one-take actor thing, and I figured that with her.
As a student of my school, I pledge to honor.
I didn't really dare to dream that I would have a film at Sundance. It was kind of like, that's too scary, It's like if you dream that, you're definitely going to have your hopes dashed. So you don't think about that. So I think when we got the acceptance email from Sundance, it was like insane. I think I kept thinking that they're going to take it back. They're like, never mind, we've changed our minds. And I was like, but then at some point I was like, well, they're continuing to reply to my emails, so they probably do want the film.
From getting into that festival, not knowing anything, and then walking out with this prestigious tag, it felt really, really humbling. It's also very exciting, very encouraging for people like me who are just starting out. And when I took that award back home and to show it to my friends, I think they also got that inspiration that things like these do happen, and we just need to step out, and we need to have such encouraging people who support new talent, because in our country, it's very difficult to crack that. It's very difficult to find that talent because there's so many people, and then so many people just go after what is popular. So to bring something out of scratch, I think I need to give that to her right here.
Thank you for watching Picturehouse Cinema's unique video content. Hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date with our movie news, cast and crew interviews, highlights, trailers, and lots more.